Hi everybody, it's Ryan from Ryan G's Barbecue and Stuff. Today I'm in a collaboration. It's the Great Meatball Challenge 2021. I've got Swedish meatballs I'm going to be making. I'd like to say thank you for the kitchen quiz for setting all of this up. I'm going to be using the hashtag, that's going to be up in the screen there, so check them out. I'll put some links into other videos if I can, or channels when I know about them. So let's get to cooking. So as you can see, I've chopped up the spring onion. I've kept these back for garnish. I'm going to cut these fine, sprinkle them on top, just to make it pop a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is cut the mushroom and keep on getting ready for the assembly job of the cooking. Right, first thing we're going to do, add a little bit of olive oil. Let's get the pan up to temperature. While that's coming up to temperature, actually going to measure out my beef stock, and I'll show you that. I thought it was really cool when I found it in the supermarket. Looks like a can of beer, but it's actually beef stock, so how wicked's that? I'm going to put that in my measuring jug, give me 300 millilitres of what I need. Just open it up. It even sounds like a beer, which is really cool. Oh, it smells gorgeous, look. There's the beef stock. Really cool. So that'll be joining the pan in a minute. I'm guessing that's probably up to a decent temperature now. So the first thing I want to do, add the spring onions. Put them in there. Ooh, whoops a daisy. Give them a bit of a stir. Starting to jiggle about a bit, which is good. This is just going to give it a really mild onion flavour. It won't take long. Just to build up a bit of flavour in the pan for when we start to do the roux. I'm going to remove this, then I'm going to add it back later. So we get these in as well. They're cut really, really thinly. So again, we can just give these a bit of a mix around. And it shouldn't take long at all. You hear the sizzle on that? Sounds delicious. So we give these a couple of minutes and I'll bring you back. So here's my butter. Let's put that into the pan. Let that melt a little bit. I think I'll turn the heat down just a touch so it can all melt. I need my beef stock, and I'll bring that over because that's going to have to go in once I've got the flour in. Just move that around a little bit just to help it. Pick up whatever's in the pan, because that's all flavour. It's going to be really nice, this. Right, so that butter's all gone. Next thing I need to do is just sprinkle in a little flour. And what this is going to do is make a thing called a roux. You've got to keep the butter moving all of the time because we don't want any lumps. Just keep it going. It's starting to go now. Let's put the rest in. You've got to be quite robust and not scared because it will turn back. Just got to make sure we get to all of those lumps and knock all the flour into the pan. And it's going to be nice and rich and creamy. That's it. Just keep it going in real time. This is so. If it all goes wrong, it all goes wrong. but that's looking good. I'd say yeah, that's about ready to take the stock. I'm just going to add a little bit in at a time. So it takes it all nicely. Let's just wash it in. It should be good. It's going to thicken up, hopefully. Give us a nice creamy consistency. All those nice crusty bits on the side of the pan in, because again, that's what's going to give us the flavour. You can see it's starting to thicken up and looking a bit glossy now. Good. Yeah, that's definitely thickened up nicely now. It's going to be a really tasty gravy. So the next thing I'm going to do is add the Worcestershire sauce. That was a tablespoon. Just keep in stirring. There goes the soy sauce. I'll keep it on the move just to mix it all up. It's starting to look like a fantastic sauce now. I'll tell you what I did forget to do was to measure out the double cream, but that's okay. It's that's a 300 milliliter, so about half in there. There we go. Yep, I'm going to eyeball it. So just add it bit by bit. Beautiful colours as it's taking it. A little bit more. Nearly halfway. Just a touch more. And I reckon that'd be about it. So it's just a question of stirring it all up. Just to make sure it's all nice. This isn't a very healthy dish, but I can absolutely assure you it's going to be a super duper tasty one. Now we're going to just bring back all of the mushrooms, plonk them in. That's it, look at that. It's going to give us some nice flavour and texture in there. What I'm going to do is set that to one side, turn the heat off, and let it rest a little. I'll tell you what I did forget to do. thing that makes a lovely difference is the Dijon mustard. I'll plonk that in. Keep on stirring. So that's just 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. What I'm going to do now is run over what's actually in the recipe. So what we got is about 3 tablespoons of butter, unsalted, 3 tablespoons of plain flour, 300 millilitres of beef stock, 100 millilitres of double cream. No, well, it's probably about 150 millilitres of double cream or heavy cream. 2 teaspoons of dark soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and I'm going to season it up when everything else is ready. And I'll show you what's going on in a little while. So I'm just going to load these meatballs into the mix. Give them a bit of a stir around. Don't need to be too fussy. Well, I can tell you one thing, they're going to be super tasty. Okay, so we just stir these meatballs through. Make sure they all get a good coat. And you can sit there for a minute. The vegetables are nearly done. Pretty sure the chips are cooked. Next stop, plating up, I think. Right, okay, so I'll get these meatballs loaded up. These are going to be good. Look at that sauce. Ooh, going everywhere. And the mushrooms there. Oops. A little bit of garnish. So that's my kind of my take on an Ikea meatball dish. Again, if you like what I do, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, tell everybody about the video.